Coach PJ here. You ever go to the grocery store when you're hungry? Well, I shouldn't do that. And there's a good reason I shouldn't do that. It's because I often overbuy. I will buy enough for the night, for the dinner, I'll buy enough for the next night, and I'll buy perishables often that will go bad. And I also haven't figured out what's already in my house, so I will buy yet another can of tomato sauce or another jar of peanut butter, and it will just add to my collection of 3 other jars of peanut butter that I bought while I was in the grocery store, while I was hungry, and I didn't have a plan. Whenever I walk into the grocery store without a plan, and I mean a plan like just a list, just a set of ingredients that I want, I will overbuy. I will be optimistic about what I want. I will find things on the shelf that look interesting. And similar to business, I often will tell my clients, do not go grocery shopping when you're hungry, in reference to looking at recruits. If you're trying to hire someone to your team, the more desperate you are, the better looking the candidates seem to be. And that is a recipe for a disaster, is to hire someone who's not really qualified, but you're so darn desperate that you hire them anyway. Similar to grocery shopping when you're hungry. So I ended up with a little too much that I should have, things that I won't use, a few perishables that I'm gonna have to really make an effort to consume or to put into a recipe. Might have to freeze a few things, but that's an element of when you have a high need and everything in front of you seems to meet that need. Also, as I said, I went into the grocery store without a plan. I always make a list. I'm always going in with stuff I need to have. And so today I did sit in the parking lot and I did write a plan, a short list, so I didn't forget things. I don't know about you, but when I go to the grocery and I go to the grocery for one thing, which I went for tomatoes, that was my original destination tonight, was to get a few tomatoes. I end up with a few more things and then often end up without the tomatoes or what I originally went for. So I've been making a habit of sitting in the parking lot, in my car, if I'm just taking a stop at the grocery store, collecting my thoughts outside of the grocery before I go in. Therefore, I don't buy things that I don't need, and then I also tend to remember what I actually went in there for in the first place. Really important as we look at business, as we look at the work we do, if we have a plan and we reference the plan, the chance of us going off the plan is way lower. If we have a plan and we don't bring the plan with us or we don't reference the plan, then it's a good chance on a daily basis that we get sucked in by emails, sucked into phone calls, to helping the team, and we don't focus on the things that are really, really important. Very, very similar. So I'd recommend the next time you take a look at your day and say, where did my day go? What happened to it? Reference whether you have a plan. At the beginning of the day, I often sit down and I work through, what are the 3 things I want to get done today? What are the 3 things that will make me feel accomplished? Well, I'll know that I accomplished something. And those are the 3 things that I write down. If you have a plan and you reference it, you're going to be much closer to your goals and much closer to what you want to achieve. So if you like this, put some comments in the below, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Your Business Profit.